No, first of all, on matters Jubilee as a party, it's very important also to know that even in politics, quite frankly, we work within structures and frameworks that have been set out in the various institutions we work with. The NDC took place last week. The party leader and the leaders of Jubilee expressed themselves very well. A new changed constitution or amended constitution was approved. A new framework of reforming the party was approved. A process of registering new members now has begun. That's why I'm actually meeting some of these Jubilee grassroots youth mobilizers to begin now a drive of registering new members in Jubilee and expanding Jubilee at the grassroots level. Then the process, I think, will be followed by organization of the party as we go forward. I don't want to put the cart before the horse about the decisions. Okay, there seems to be an issue. Yeah, I don't want to put. Are you okay?
Yes, we are okay.
Okay. As I said, I don't want to put the cart before the horse on that particular matter in terms of what is going to happen next. The party has got all its organs in place. The special NDC was the beginning of that process. Several activities will take place: recruitment, reforming of the party, reorganization, and then the process of choosing a presidential candidate will happen in the party. What I am doing myself is campaigning among as members of Jubilee, because you'll have to be nominated first of all by the members of the party. And I'm talking to the members of Jubilee at the grassroots level. I have started this. This is the first of a series of 47 such meetings I'm going to have across the country. I'm going to meet Jubilee members in every county in Kenya, go to every villages where I can find members of Jubilee. As I encourage them to register, I also ask them to consider me for the formal and official nomination when they nominate their candidates, including their candidate for the presidential contest. So that's what I can say at the moment. And then you can see the work has begun. That's what the NDC said last week, and that's exactly what we are doing. On the issue of the opposition, you know, I want to go over this very carefully, because, you know, electoral contests and the transition that we are going to as a country is also a leadership moment, which requires a lot of restraint, a lot of maturity, a lot of consultation and inclusion. Building unity and cohesion in a political framework takes time. It's not an easy matter. If you reflect, for those of you who are here, President Mwai Kibaki, Charity Ngilu, the late Michael Wamalwa Kijana, Mheshimiwa Raila Odinga, and all those who are involved in forming NAC, it just didn't happen suddenly. It took time. It's a long and painstaking exercise of building alignment of visions, alignment of perspectives, convincing one another, and building cohesion and bringing people together. These matters are weighty issues. You're talking about the leadership of the nation, individuals and parties and groups that come from diverse backgrounds, that sit down over long periods of time to argue and even harmonize their perspectives to get to a point where they say, okay, this is the platform now we have agreed on, and this is the way we are going to go forward, and this is how our team is going to look like. So that patience that is required is exactly required now. You know, I've said in other environments before that our patience will be tested. Our perseverance will be tested. Our sense of patriotism will be tested. But we must overcome those temptations and work together, because the people of Kenya expect that their leaders will work together. So I don't want to go into, because the infrastructure we have in the opposition is already actually laid out. We have two conveners of the team, Honorable Martha Karua and Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka. We have an official spokesperson who heads the secretaries now, the Honorable Dr. Muhisa Kitui. And then the other structures that already have been set up, the Honorable Kipruto Kirwa heads the Coalition Building Committee, and he has drawn in a lot of, you know, other people and leaders from other walks of life. It's an institution, so we have to act in an institutionalized manner. So One thing I will not do, to be frank with you, is I cannot speak on the sidelines of that infrastructure when I do not have the authority of the conveners or the authority of the spokesperson to address certain matters. And these leaders, at the right time, will address these issues. But everyone knows this, and I've pointed this out. This is a journey that we are walking. And this is what will test our political maturity. It will test our leadership skills, our sense of inclusion, and our patience. And for us used here to include people like myself who are interested in national leadership, I'm willing to be as patient as time and the Lord will allow, and stay the course to work with the people of Kenya and make my contribution and be a leader. So I wouldn't jump at things or make conclusions or speak about this or that. The arguments you see are actually good if you look at them from a positive point of view. Just imagine we were in a country where the thinking of one person rules the day and is the way everyone goes. Fortunately, and thank God, we chose democracy, and because we are a democratic environment, no leader can choose a party for another leader. And no leader can choose a leader for the people of Kenya. So it's a democratic process that is going on. It will get us time to get there, all of us, but we will get there. I mean, have no fear at all. I have faith, I'm confident we will get there. And we will deal with this with the requisite maturity, the requisite discipline, sense of restraint, and respect for each other's opinions, because that is the only way we are going to build Kenya. There is never going to be a time we will not have difference of opinion, because look at the diversity of our country. And that diversity, even political diversity, is itself actually a huge plus for us. That's why we are Kenya. That's where we are in this wonderful country. We are blessed to be here. We have this country where a multiplicity of political perspectives exist. And from time to time, we will have differences of opinions, then arguments, then we will sit around the table and call each other together, speak to each other as brothers and sisters, resolve them, and identify the development challenges we have to face and do for our people. So I'm optimistic we'll be fine, and all will be well.
Yes.
God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.